On this day, a year ago, or a year and one day ago, I did my first ever powerlifting session. I was on some crap cookie cutter program in this slightly strange gym in Siena in Tuscany, but it was my first step into the sport, and a step that couldn't have gone better. This sport has delivered a lot to me in terms of happiness, in terms of community, in terms of performance and success, in a way that I didn't really expect. When I was first thinking about joining powerlifting, I was convinced by Rachel because she thought that the community aspects would be amazing, and I didn't know at the time, but she couldn't have been more right. Powerlifting really is defined by the community of people that do it, and I'm so grateful, I'm so lucky to be part of that community. Over the past year, there have just been so many amazing moments. Doing that first slightly crap block in Siena, joining Duncan in February, doing Kuplas and putting up a pretty respectable total there in May, handling Rachel at Super Training in September, doing the coaching course in September, competing at my first sanctioned meet at the end of October with the Oxford Open, qualifying for nationals then. I mean, it's just been a fantastic time, and there's lots more that I want to do in it. I have real plans. I have a desire and a pathway that I want to go forward with this sport, and things I want to get better at, and I'm really excited to do that. I think my advice to anybody who's in that position that I was, thinking about joining powerlifting, taking the step, especially from bodybuilding, is that it is in many ways better than you'd expect. I think the training, like on the day, your microcycle, your training plan, actually was often more fun on bodybuilding, but this sense of a plan and journey with powerlifting makes powerlifting training more complete, in my opinion. And I also think the community aspect is just so much better. The community around bodybuilding is often toxic and backwards. I mean, it's just, I'm sure many of you will know what I'm talking about, but it's just not the place to be. And with powerlifting, I mean, it couldn't be more different. The people that I've met are welcoming and knowledgeable and honest and emotional in all the right ways, in a way that the bodybuilding community that I was privy to wasn't. This isn't a dig at you if you're a bodybuilder. It's not a dig at bodybuilding on the whole. It could just be a dig at my local gym group, but that's the way it is. I think, to be fair, I made a lot of videos talking about how I think the culture around bodybuilding isn't perfect, and I think a lot of what I'm talking about comes from seeing the alternative, seeing how it could be done better and how it is done better in powerlifting. Just find a program, start, see how it goes, see if you like it, maybe get a coach, join a club. I think powerlifting is defined by the people you do it with, so I definitely really recommend finding a group of people that you can be sort of part of, be it a club or just a group of friends or whatever. It's not an easy transition. There's lots you have to learn, lots that's done differently. I remember, until the end of March maybe, I guess Duncan would probably say into April, really struggling with uppies and understanding what they meant, and you'll have these struggles. There'll be things that click and things that don't click, and that's almost part of the fun of it. I don't want to hate on Gym Group Paddington too much, but I remember one of the regulars who was doing bodybuilding there came up to me one day, and he just looked at me and went, "Man, I fucking hate all of these women in this gym. They're all for the streets, man. They all come in here wearing these skimpy outfits. It's just so, where am I meant to look? It's so difficult." He came and had that conversation with me between sets of, I I think, incline dumbbell press he was doing at the time, where he would take his top off and film those sets topless on the gym floor in sort of the middle of the space. And that kind of active hypocrisy I find really challenging. It's hard for me to want to be part of a community that is so dishonest with itself in that kind of way. Yeah, so I think if you're thinking about powerlifting, especially if you're missing community aspects in whatever sport it is you may be doing, I'd really give it a go. It is as friendly as you like, it is sociable and full of just honestly the best people you could imagine. So go do it. At the start of the year, I'd hit 180 on squat with dubious depth, 150 bench and 240 deadlift, and that was using straps. And I'm now thinking about, how can I optimize my chances of totaling 700 when it comes to British Uni Champs in April. It's just such an incredible and fulfilling journey. It's a long way that we've come, and I'm very grateful to the people who have been there with me and made the journey possible. Yeah, subscribe, like. I make videos sometimes. That'd be so cool if you liked and subscribed or something. You're not gonna subscribe? Dude, really? That's just me. Okay, goodbye.